Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of BK's Bullets. Today we're going to be talking about The Button, the current DC 4-part storyline that's running in Batman and Flash. Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about The Button. It's a storyline running in the Batman and the Flash, and it's really here to pick up the threads from the DC Universe Rebirth one-shot that came out last May, where they found the comedian's button covered in his blood that Rorschach threw into the sewer at the very beginning of Watchmen. Batman found it in the Batcave at the very last part of that issue, and it kind of indicated that Dr. Manhattan, perhaps, is taking part in the manipulation of time and space in the DC Universe. That's what it was billed as. I feel like right now it's kind of a letdown because we're not getting a whole bunch into anything at all. The first issue of Batman has come out, and the first issue has Flash have come out. So we are officially 50% through this storyline, and what do we know about the Button? We know that when it connected with the Psycho Pirate's mask, it gave Batman a vision of his father dressed in the Batman gear from Flashpoint. Thomas Wayne, he recognized the voice. Thomas Wayne called him son. And that's about all that we know about the Button. And the Button disappeared. Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash, showed up, beat the crap out of Batman. Beautifully drawn, I must say, and choreographed by Jason Fabok. I don't know if Tom King had any input into the number of panels or anything like that, or if he said, Jason, go nuts with this issue, but Jason Fabok did a great job on that issue with the art side. He's been very consistent. He was on Detective Comics for a while in the New 52, and then he jumped over to Justice League with Jeff Johns doing the Amazovirus and, more importantly, the Darkseid War, which closed out that volume of Justice League. So Jason Fabok, I love his art, great stuff. So at the end of that issue, Flash shows up, and that's the end of the issue. Most of it, all of the issue, was Batman's fight that took over the place of 1 minute, waiting for Flash to show up, his fight with Reverse Flash, where, you know, Batman got some hits in, but really, it was mostly Reverse Flash beating the crap out of Batman. Reverse Flash touched the Button, disappeared for a second, came back, kind of dissolving away. You could see his muscles and his bones and skeleton still part of his costume, and saying, he said he saw God, right? And that's where that issue ended. The Flash issue comes in, and it picks up right where that other one left off. He decides to use the cosmic treadmill, and most of the issue is not really spent on investigating the Button. They were following the radiation from the Button, or that was left over on Eobard Thawne's corpse, and that they were trying to investigate what that ended up being. And then they end the issue, you know, this is all spoilers and stuff, in the Flashpoint Batcave with Flashpoint Batman, which is Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father. Issue ends. We have 2 issues left. We know nothing about the Button or the radiation behind it. We haven't discovered what Dr. Manhattan's doing, if he's doing anything at all. And I kind of feel like this story is just going to be a giant tease, right? They called it the Button. They had the cover with it because that's the starting event, but it has nothing to do with those mysteries. We're not going to solve anything at all. What I predict the future issues will have, I think we're going to have a conversation with father and son in the next Batman issue that comes out next week. And then I think the last cover of Flash, which is part 4, which got bumped a week, so it's coming out in, not the week following, but 2 weeks later. That's got Jay Garrick on the cover, and there's a little bit of stuff in this issue where Flash saw the Mercury helmet that Jay Garrick wears. So is this just like the Lightning Saga from years ago, where it's just a giant tease about nothing, and instead of bringing back the Legion, we're going to bring back the Justice Society? I wish they would just be a little bit more direct with where the story was going, instead of, you know, teasing us about these giant revelations, when in fact we're not getting any revelations with respect to those mysteries at all. We're just getting more mysteries and possibly the return of the Justice Society. This is more evidenced in the issues because we have the Kid Thunder. I don't know what the guy's called. He's a purple genie wizard or whatever. The old man is yelling about him, saying it's all my fault. We saw this in the DC Universe special, the Rebirth special. But it's just kind of there. It doesn't really go anywhere. Batman doesn't talk to him. Flash doesn't talk to him. It's just kind of, you know, a couple pages here and there. So it's quite confusing. It feels like it's going nowhere. So I'm hoping the next 2 issues are good. but I'm not getting my hopes up anymore that we're actually going to learn something about what happened to the DC Universe. At this point, I'm just like, this storyline is not going to answer any of those questions. So I'm kind of bummed out about that. But the art's good. That first issue with Jason Fabok, excellent job. Worth picking up alone just for that issue. So check it out if what I talked about interests you. If you're interested about Flashpoint Batman meeting his son, if you're interested about Jake Garrick possibly returning with the JSA to the DC Universe, pick up the entire 4-issue storyline or just the next 2 issues for that, because the first 2 issues were kind of just a tease. There's a lot of setup, and you would think that they would have done most of the setup in the first issue so that they could spend the rest of the 2 issues with conflict and then resolution in the 4th. So it's kind of a weird storytelling strategy that they've put together, where it's 2 issues of setup, and where's the meat, where's the conflict, where's the resolution. These things are only 20 pages, so we wasted half of our page count right now. I don't know where it's going, but if you're enjoying it, great. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Let me know what you like about the video. Let me know what you don't like. Positive feedback is good. And we're gradually stepping up our production here on BK's Bullets. So thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy. Bye-bye.